on Farsa situation here?
Yep. Sicilian Farsa, Aurora, like you said, Leo. Eudora.
Don't know if I want Aurora.
Yeah.
ONIC PH can actually still Selena. This is still a Selena-able lineup.
Yeah, I agree with this child here. I don't know where this is going, right? Where exactly is the mid lane? Is it? I mean, clearly it's a priority based on the number of bans that have already been committed to it. But since this is the second phase, Red Side ONIC PH will decide on their pick before seeing the entirety of the composition.
What about the Novaria? For ONIC Philippines, do they want to go Novaria Granger, outrange ONIC Esports completely, and then again use Fanny as a cleanup tool?
I'm less inclined this time around because again, you want the extra bit of utility. You want the extra utility to enable what exactly? And I think without the setup, and more importantly, especially when you don't have the threat, then it becomes a bit of an issue here. So at least with Farsa, you get a little bit of both. Most importantly, the artillery, just to chunk them out, which we were hoping for anyways.
This allows for whatever Kirk picks up to be all utility. It's literally just a good amount of CC, good amount of zoning. Great start for ONIC PH here. Hoping it's not a Uranus, please.
No, I don't think it's going to be a Uranus.
Because CC is open, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think it should be a CC pick for ONIC Esports. Again, thinking that ONIC PH don't really have another frontline. It just got the Kaja so far, so ONIC PH technically are forced to go for another frontliner. ONIC Esports go for the Aurora, there you go, and the CC. So the combo together with the high-low stun, I believe, or together with the surge from Suyo.
Yeah, it's going to be a death convoy with ONIC Esports. They want to group up together, move around the map, and move as one. ONIC PH are going to be able to play the map here more often than not.
Yeah, play the map, play the range game, poke out ONIC Esports before even ONIC Esports is ready. So we're thinking, what does Kirk pick up here?
The signature?
Yep, there it is. The Edith that they juggled between both teams in the Filipino Grand Finals about a few months ago.
I'm really curious to see how that EXP matchup goes because Kirk continues to show, no matter what matchup, he is just an absolute monster on this Edith. And you just feel that impact. Boys, what do you think about the composition so far from either side? I think, ONIC Esports is a little bit more honest with their approach, but ONIC PH, they've got a couple of interesting outs.
I like the CC. The CC definitely was a stopper, which made ONIC PH think twice. Like, all right, Kirk, what do you want? What can we afford, Coach Tony, Coach Hayes? And they went for utility. Again, there's a lot of CC, rather crowd control in this Edith that might give the CC on Lutpi something to think about.
I think when it comes to ease of execution, ONIC ID have the easier composition to execute. Meanwhile, though, for ONIC Philippines, man, do they have a lot of range. They will be able to poke a lot of ONIC ID's members before team fights even happen, which is the win condition.
Well, let's see how much this execution is going to matter. Is it going to be ONIC Esports or ONIC PH? Good luck to you boys. This best of 7 is going to be long. It's going to be Mirko and Leo at the caster seats.
Good luck to both teams. Once more, the finest amongst an org that has defined what MLBB Esports is in the past couple of years are duking it out in the Land of Dawn for the Season 6 Snapdragon Pro Series Grand Finals. All the marbles on the line between ONIC Esports and ONIC Philippines. Mirko talked about range. I like the utility in ONIC PH because they can poke, say, let's not go in yet, and then farm up, while ONIC Esports have to wait and say, yeah, we're all in, let's do this. A lot of their engages are skill-based, they're ult-based.
Yeah, exactly. It's also very, very neutral objective-based, or I would say like small area-based. They can't really play that far away. Again, ONIC PH, they have more range, so they will be the ones to poke constantly. ONIC Esports, especially with the added bonus that they have a Fanny on top of the poke that they already built for themselves and the range that they built for themselves, means that if you get someone low, ONIC Esports will have to back away or suffer the wrath of King Kong.
Right, King Kong can come from any angle. Brusco jumping in early, down to a tenth of his health.
Speaking of the devil, Surge coming down as well. Brusco very low, still able to sustain back up. Kyrie looking for the shot, gets it, but it will be a trade. First blood for King Kong. Both the junglers securing a kill.
And both roamers one on the Super Friends, but he backs off. Conservative play from the Sky King himself as he sends Super Friends home. That's a technical knock for the Indonesian champions here. Season 3 was taken by ONIC Esports, in Jakarta, Indonesia, going up against BTR Alpha in a sweep. So this is a very familiar ground for ONIC Esports.
They've been here before, though it was a different lineup still with Boots and CW, the old guard of ONIC Esports. Now with Lutpi and Savero. Kyrie left with jungle. King Kong doing a little bit of invade. ONIC PH with the setup for the neutral objective. Actually better than ONIC ID for the airstrike. Gets popped in. Double taunt from Brusco. Locks them down. That is the Frigid Glacier, but Sans loses the passive and his life.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. It
There
would
you
have
go.
been a perfect Frigid Glacier if only the follow-through was better. ONIC PH started strong, presenting their dominance, their firepower, and that seemed to be the difference. They're sitting at about 1,000 gold ahead, 3 minutes into game number 1, and we're seeing how King Kong on this Fanny, his capability to say, nah, I gotta do something else on the map, all this while Kyrie is committing to his decisions, is making the difference.
That was definitely not how I expected Turtle 1 to go and get executed. King Kong! Oh! Solo! Assassinating Lutpi! No vengeance used!
Making like a Beyblade in that little part of the map. What was that? Between two walls up here in the top lane.
The entirety.
And he's just chunking away. That's all the gold plates.
Big yikes. 2 kills early for King Kong. A 1,300 gold lead. A taunt over Sans. No passive. Gets slain by Brusco.
Just 2 roamers in the face of the mid trio of ONIC Esports. Barreling forward, almost 2,000, and now Kelra and Savannah. We didn't talk about this matchup just yet. Ever since the game started, we know that the Granger's weaker in lane now, especially in the early game, but it looks like Kelra's calling all the shots.
Yeah, once you hit level 4, you still are able to dictate the matchup here with the range, and it is Kelra in that gold lane. So the nerfs really hasn't hit Kelra. It has hit all the Granger users in the world, but not this dude.
There's a colloquial term in the Filipino culture that goes by, I got hit by the aura. We're hoping that Savero does not get hit by Kelra's aura, that he's playing this game as if he would any other gold laner. So far the story is lane per lane, role per role. ONIC Esports are folding to ONIC PH. Will the story of Turtle 2 be different?
I don't think so, unfortunately. I think for ONIC Esports, if they want to fight for Turtle number 2, it might be a bit too much to handle. ONIC Philippines still with the clinical setup. Kirk with the sacrifice in the lane actually just opted to go towards Turtle first.
And it's turning into a dance. Quick onward by Kirk. Just setting up. Will be off a cooldown in just a wee bit. Prince and King Kong. I don't know if ONIC Esports know that King Kong holding his push.
Brusco gets a taunt, the Glorious Pathway too. Lutpi still holding on to the Vengeance. Brusco gonna be stunned up again. King Kong in the midst of it all. Their retreat. Winning it out. Feather airstrike. Going in AOT.
That's a jump by Brusco. Catches the stun. Catches the jump, the taunt as well. And he stays alive.
Brusco! The eternal low Super Prince almost catching Sans in the bush. Now gets stunned up by the surge of Kyrie. Meanwhile though, King Kong keeping busy. Destroying the structure in the mid lane. Kyrie low, but he's still opting to go for the purple buff. I think King Kong might be ready to invade.
Calculated idleness. They're going for the purple.
Jumping in. Oh, Kyrie able to escape. Now, the shot. Will it secure the purple? Yes. No, it won't. But the airstrike, Sans not getting the freeze. Who got it?
I think it's on King Kong. There's no aura on Kyrie, and his retribution is off, so he may have hit the charge queller, but it wasn't enough. It's not on Kyrie.
I think it might be on Sans. I saw a little bit of the ring earlier from someone that recalled. We'll have to see.
Worst to bad. Still not a good look for ONIC Esports.
At least it's not the worst, right? The worst would definitely be having the enemy Fanny take your purple buff.
It's misplaced.
Wow.
It's misplaced. And now ONIC Philippines making the most of this scramble. Up 4,000. Kelra leaving that gold lane for a push. We are now in the post-lane phase. And look at that, King Kong securing a Blade of Heptases alongside a War Axe. Compared to Kyrie, who doesn't even have a full War Axe just yet, nor a full Hunter Strike. There's almost 1,000 and change? 2,000 gold between these two junglers.
And if you guys noticed earlier, man, the delay to take the purple buff from King Kong after invading, he recalled, went up top, and then passed towards the bottom lane for purple, so he took the long way to get purple. Even though he didn't steal the enemy purple, it was again to secure the timers properly for him to have the purple by Turtle 3.
And he can afford to do that because of the mobility that he has in this hero. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why teams keep banning the Fanny. Kirk here, catching a little bit of heat. Super Prince poking the purple. Spots that Lutpi is here. The jump AOG coming in from Brusco, the taunt.
As well, Frigid Glacier though lands on the 3. Kyrie goes immortal for Feathered Airstrike. Knocks him out. And Kyrie will be taken out. No trades available. Only a Moskov all the way down below getting a bit of farm.
The Sky King got shot down. And even though just one death, it looks like ONIC Esports are going to have to fold from even more as Keyboy and Sans get pushed out of their purple jungle pit. This is delayed Turtle take because there's enough time for ONIC PH to even rotate towards Turtle.
A 5,000 gold lead in the 7th minute of the game. ONIC Philippines now set their sights towards the Turtle. They will sacrifice the bottom lane, no problem. 3 turtles all. Oh, so ONIC PH, but it's Kelra who takes it here.
Even with Kyrie and the rest of ONIC Esports struggling, a little bit of a silver lining for our Indonesian Sonics. Savero hasn't died yet. And Savero actually helped push that bottom lane tier 1. So now, it looks like ONIC Esports, I reckon their best transition to a better late game would be to go all in on Savero. I think Kyrie can take care of himself. Kyrie now understands that I have to play defensively, I have to farm up and just get whatever's left on the map for myself and share that with Savero. That's a tough part right there, that kicker, that I have to share it with Savero.
For ONIC Philippines, now it's about suffocating ONIC Esports. They've gotten all the neutral objectives, a 6,000 gold lead. There's no reason for them to, force fights. They can constantly just out-macro ONIC Esports, play the long game, and siege with their superior range. You can already see it here, Kelra just munching on that turret down below. Tier 2 turret taken down. King Kong with a Melphic Roar purchase in the 8th minute of the game. Super Prince with the Bloodwings.
Y'all are wondering what this Granger is packing, why ONIC Esports could not even close the gap, push him away, dive into his face, and deny that turret push, is because he has the Trinity. And this is the early game Trinity. Hunter Strike, Malefic Roar, Sky Piercer. Fight's about to break out in mid here. Just waiting for the engage coming through. Tier 2 taken down.
Flicker, Feathered Airstrike, and Kelra snipes him down. The Death Sonata plays in the background. Kelra going in again, getting the passive of Sans. Trying to find another one for Kelra. That's 3 for the god in the gold lane.
They threw everything but the kitchen sink to stop ONIC PH from advancing. And they're looking to lose their mid lane inhibitor. Savero trying his darndest, trying to clear, but he's not going to be able to do so as ONIC PH looks to get another one.
He got a wave. I mean, he dealt with it. It's not an end angle. But what the heck was that? Now King Kong dives into Lutpi. It's a bit of a warning shot here as they have cracked open the base with not even the first Lord, folks. That was still Turtle 3 timers.
10 minutes in, 10,000 gold and counting ahead. ONIC Philippines making easy work of the Lord. If that wasn't an end angle, then this next one might be. Lord will be marching through mid. Checking out the items. That's about, what, 1,000 or 2 between almost everyone on average. 3,000 between Kyrie and King Kong. And 3 levels. This is the worst possible situation you could be in as a Suyo, and that's talking from experience.
And Sky Piercer stacks are rolling in here for Kelra. 2,700 gold lead.
2 stacks.
He's got 2 stacks already.
But that's a chunky 2 stacks. That's a massive 2 stacks.
It's a big chunky one for sure, man. And King Kong, to add it on to like the problems of ONIC Esports, it's not a full damage Fanny that can at least be punished sometimes. No, he's gone anti-cuirass and a leather jerkin.
He's on his way to an immortality, I'm guessing. Here's the Lord. All 5 members of ONIC PH present as well. Slow rolling this push down bottom. And the AOG starting it up.
Diving on the 2 Keyboy still with the Revitalize, but they're all just getting gunned down by Kelra again. It's a double for Kelra. The SOD in the back. Another triple for Kelra as he dives in deep. Savero can only just run away. And it is a clean game 1 in the grand finals.
Call it a lightning round as the Super family make quick work of ONIC Esports.
Oh my goodness, boys. What did we just watch here? That looked disgusting. Every scenario we saw coming in for ONIC Esports, they couldn't capitalize on it. They were always on the back foot. They were just taking punches to the chin one by one by each member.